From today, we'll be starting Bhakti Yoga chapter. It's really very interesting chapter. It's more about Krishna, so it's even more interesting, right? Um, Shri Radha Govinda welcomes you all for our Level 2 Bhagavad Gita Astis course. These courses are offered by ISKCON Mangaluru under the directions of His Grace Namanishta Prabhu, and these courses are based on the teachings of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. He is a founder Acharya of ISKCON, the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Let's take our blessings from Shri Radha Govinda so that we understand Bhagavad Gita in the right spirit and can apply in our lives in the right spirit. Hare Krishna. So beautiful, isn't it? The deities are really so beautiful. Okay, so I was thinking we have a quick recap. Okay, so but I'll just do a quick recap of what we did in the chapter 6. First, in chapter 6, we saw there were, I think we have it. I saw the, no, okay. I'll quickly give the glimpse of chapter 6. So in chapter 6, Arjuna, he asks about Ashtanga Yoga. So Krishna talks about the Ashtanga Yoga. The main things that Krishna tells about the Ashtanga Yogi is that the 8 steps, the 7 steps, I guess. uh, Ashtanga. Ashta means 6, right? Yes. 6 steps. Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. Ashta means 8. Okay. 8 steps. So progressively Krishna talks about each step, and and Yama means a person who he has to come sit alone. He should not be in some city or some place where the whole everything most happening places. He should not be there. He should go to the forest or he should go to the mountain somewhere in a secluded place. He should be alone in the cave. And then he should that's Yama. And then Niyama, he should take care of his food habits, right? Eating, sleeping, yuktahara viharasya. Not eating too much, not eating very less, not sleeping too much, not sleeping very less, like that. So he has some niyama, he has some rules and regulations. And then next asana, he has to sit straight. He has to sit on the kusha grass covered with a deer skin. Why deer skin? Did anyone remember? Why was the deer skin used? Yes, Ujjat?
Because it releases the foul smell which keeps animals away,
Yeah, which animals?
like snakes or bugs.
Yes, yes. Thank you. Very good. So, and then deer skin, he'll sit on the deer skin, and then he'll sit straight head, neck, and the body in the straight line, and he starts meditating. And the pranayama, he'll control his life air. And pratyahara, he won't see the difference between gold and stone and pebble. And even higher yogi, he won't see the difference between the envious friends, relatives, nothing. He sees everyone equally. Even though someone is envious of him, he doesn't mind. Someone is a friend of him, he doesn't mind. If someone is his benefactor, he doesn't mind. If someone is neutral, he doesn't mind. So that's pratyahara. So he's completely out of that bodily designation. And then pratyahara and then dharana. At the stage of dharana, he'll be meditating on the beautiful form of Paramatma, the four-handed form of Paramatma, Vishnu. And then in next is the dhyana stage. In the dhyana stage, he will he will meditate on one of the limb, not everything. Maybe on the lotus eyes of Paramatma, on the lotus feet of Paramatma, or lotus hands of Paramatma. One limb. He'll be fixed on one limb of Paramatma. And then samadhi, the soul leaves the body and it goes and merges into the Brahman. And it may be, he may live into the Gnani also does this Ashtanga Yoga sadhana. But here specifically Krishna talks about Ashtanga Yogi, who is going and merging with Brahman. That's called Sayujya Mukti in technical terms. Okay. So that's and then Arjuna will ask a question: what happens if a person didn't finish all this? If he didn't finish all this, what happens to such a person? If he finished only till maybe say till pratyahara or pranayama. What happens to such a yogi? So then Krishna says that the person who is not able to finish, right? Who was not able to finish the whole process. Maybe he stopped till pranayama or pratyahara. For such a person, he will go to the higher planets and live there for many years to the Swarga or even the above planets like Brahmaloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka, Maharloka. He'll go there and he'll be there for many years. He'll enjoy all the opulences, and again he fall back into this bhuloka to into a family of into the family of aristocracy or a rich family, in the very rich family, like that. And then Krishna and then Arjuna says, what happens to his devotion? What happens to his sadhana then? It's like will it become like a now he left the material things, so now he has no interest with the material things, and now he's not in a position to get all the spiritual things. Then will he become like what? Does anyone remember? Krishna Arjuna used an analogy for this. Now he's not having anything in the material world, and he didn't achieve the perfection yet. So what happens? What is his position? What Arjuna will use? Which term Arjuna will use? Vihan, you remember?
What?
Um, Arjuna says that Krishna, person who was who didn't who completely left material things and who didn't achieve the perfection, who didn't experience Paramatma, who didn't see the spiritual things. So, what is he considered to at that stage? What will Arjuna will ask?
A cloud.
Oh wow, yes, the ribbon cloud. Yes, Hari Bol Vihan. Very nice. Did Udyat help you or you told that?
He helped me a little bit.
Yes, Hari Bol. Wow, nice. So the cloud, right? It's like a ribbon cloud. So what happens to the ribbon cloud when the wind comes? This I know Vihan knows it. Yes, Vihan. What happens to the ribbon cloud when the wind comes?
Oh, it gets blown away.
And then what happens?
It uh
What
oh,
happens to the cloud if the wind comes? What will pour down?
a rain.
Rain. Yes. Hari Bol. Yes. So the rain comes. So then Krishna says, no, Arjuna. Nothing will happen to such a yogi. He will continue from where he stopped. His process. He will go. He will be born into a yogi family. Whenever at the time, because of the vasanas, because of the tendencies he already have in his previous life, he'll get the tendencies and he'll continue from where he stopped. So there is no loss. And then Krishna says, the best yogi, yogi namapi sarvesham madgater antharatmana, shraddhavan bhajate yomam samayukta tamo mataha. So Krishna ends with this, the best yogi. Who is the best yogi according to Krishna? Yogi namapi sarvesham madgater antharatmana. Who is thinking about me? Who is always thinking about me? Who abides in me? And so, who is thinking about me? Madgate Antaratmana. Shraddhavan Bhajate Yomam. Who got faith in me? Strong faith. Drida Shraddha. Shraddhavan Bhajate Yomam. And he do my bhajana. He do my devotional service. Samayukta Thamomataha. So he's the topmost yogi, according to Krishna. Okay, so then with that thing about the best yogi Krishna told, right? With that connection, the seventh chapter starts. Okay, so now Krishna tells that who knows me, isn't it? Madgatir Antaratmana. Who knows about me? So Krishna is only revealing more and more things about him in this chapter. So the opulences and the opulences of the absolute, right? Okay. So first, it's a whole recap. We will. So in the 6.47, that the sloka that I was reciting, a yogi always thinks of me. A yogi who always thinks of Krishna in devotion and concentrate him in full faith. That is Drida Shraddha, strong faith, full faith, right? With that, it's the knowledge of the absolute is it started. Krishna talks about many things in this chapter. So first, he'll stress the process of hearing. How important is hearing for any sadhaka, for any devotee, for any yogi? How important is hearing? The way of acquiring knowledge by the descending process as the only process. And then the knowledge of the absolute is knowing Krishna by the process of hearing about him and knowing Krishna by the source of matter and spirit. We'll see each in very detail in this chapter, okay? Krishna controls the modes of material nature. The impious never surrender to Krishna, and the pious do, surrendering to the demigods and the impersonalism, bewilderment of living entities, and freedom by knowing Krishna. So, yes. Hmm. Udit, you want to read this?
Okay, Mataji. Summary Section A, verse 7.1 to 7.3. Knowing Krishna in full by hearing about him. Krishna requests Arjuna to hear of both his material and spiritual energies and declares that the transcendentalist who succeeds in truly knowing him is most rare.
Yes. So we'll see that. So Krishna is telling here to hear about both material and spiritual energies. Okay. So we'll see all these things in very detail. Okay. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Maya Saktamana Partha Yogam Yunjan Madhashrayah Asamshayam Samagram Mam Yatha Nasyasi Takshunu. Okay. Here. Okay. Vihan, you want to read this? The translation?
Okay, Mataji. Now hear, O son of Bhakta Arjuna, how by practicing yoga and full consciousness of me, with a mind attached to it, you can know me in full, free from doubt.
Yes. So now Krishna is telling to hear for Arjuna by practicing yoga in full consciousness of me, then with the mind attached to me, means body, mind, and speech. But with these three things, we can do Krishna service, right? If I'm a farmer or I'm a grower, right? I'm doing some field work. My body is moving, but I can still think of Krishna, right? I can do something with my mind to for Krishna. So either by speech, I can sing some bhajan for Krishna. I can chant Hare Krishna for Krishna, right? And personally also, we can do deity worship with the body. So mind, body, and words, right? You have to remember this. This is very, very important. We should be any by with anything we can do service to Krishna, that becomes devotional service, right? If I'm doing something for Krishna with the body or with the mind or with the words, all these things, it's counted as devotional service. If we do any of this thing, if you are doing, then that becomes bhakti. Vihan, you remember what is Shuddha Bhakti? You asked me the other day. You want to try? Try, just try.
Let me think.
Think.
When you
Do you want me to give some clue?
yeah.
I said 24/7.
When you do bhakti 24/7.
Yes. What is that bhakti? Which bhakti?
Like chanting.
Yes, chanting also comes. Yes. Okay. Chalega. The chanting, hearing, all the 9 processes of devotional service, right? Sakshat bhakti, direct devotion, isn't it? You remember?
Kind of.
Kind of. Okay. Okay. 24/7 doing direct devotional service. That is like chanting, like hearing about Krishna, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, remembering Krishna. And to that point, I'm just adding one more thing with body, mind, and words. Okay? With body, mind, and words, doing 24/7 devotional service. If you're not doing with the body, we can do with the mind. We can think of Krishna. We can try to sing something. That's through the words. So if you're doing any of these three things, then that becomes bhakti. Okay? And directly to Krishna. Right? Okay. So then such a person can know Krishna in full, free from doubt. Krishna will reveal it to such a person. I'll explain it very clearly. It seems little heavy, but not much heavy at all. Okay? Okay. So we'll start from here. So we all know that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead, isn't it? And then what are the three stages of God realization? That's written here. Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagavaniti, Shabdhyate. Right? Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan. This is how we can realize Krishna. Either in any of these forms, we can realize Krishna. Right? So Brahman is like effulgence from the sun, and Paramatma is like sun, and the Bhagavan is like sun god. Does anyone remember the sun god's name? Quick question. Tanya, you remember the sun god's name? Yes, Priya Mataji, you want to try?
Ivasvan.
Sorry?
Ivasvan.
Yes, Vivaswan. Haribol. Yes. So and sun god is like Bhagavan. So Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan. Right? So the living entity, it's a spirit soul. And a living entity can know that it is soul, right? What is that process called? Does anyone remember? How a living entity can realize that I am soul, by which process it can be known? Priya Mataji, you want to try?
Bhakti Yoga.
Okay. Bhakti Yoga is right, but I'm asking uh, you remember the transcendental diagram? You remember?
Yeah.
In that the left wing, right? Uh, to enter into left wing, Jnana Yoga, what is the qualification?
Heart purification.
Heart purification means what?
Uh, Jnana Yoga.
Yeah. I mean, after heart purification, we can enter into Jnana Yoga. So for heart purification, what we will do?
Chant or
Heart purification, what we will do? The Gnana Yogi, what he will do? Not we, but the Gnana Yogi. You're telling for us, right? Absolutely right. What you're telling is absolutely right. Okay, chalega. I'll give you. Even by chanting, by doing all these things, we can get to the point of realizing that we are soul. But for what is the qualification to enter into Gnana Yoga? As you said, Antakarna Shuddhi, that is heart purification. Heart purification means to realize that I am soul. That's heart purification, isn't it? Do you agree? Do you remember this part?
yeah.
Yes. So such a person who who is whose heart is purified. How his heart is purified is my question. Should we give a chance to Udyat? Udyat, you want to try?
Karma Yoga.
Karma Yoga. Yes. Mataji, did you catch it now?
Yeah.
Yes. Haribol. Yes. That is Karma Yoga. Either it may be Nishkama Karma Yoga or doing Karma Yoga with love to Krishna. So that is either Nishkama Karma Yoga or Daiva Varnashrama. So either of these two things. So I mean, it's just the starting stage. But here I was just telling because the entry door to enter into Gnana, just to enter into Gnana also should be on the platform of soul. He cannot be on the platform of body and do Gnana sadhanas. It's not possible. He cannot do it. But for Bhakti Yoga, as you're telling, it's all from starting we'll do Bhakti only. And what is the qualification to enter into Bhakti Yoga? Who will tell? What is the qualification to enter into Bhakti Yoga? I'm scared to ask Soham. Soham, you want to try?
Can you repeat the question?
What is the qualification to enter into Bhakti Yoga? I'm not sure if I stressed it enough for you both. Yes, try. Soham? Yes or no? No? Yes?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's okay. Who can tell? Vihan can tell? Yes, Priya Mataji?
Dhrida Shraddha.
Drida Shraddha. Yes. I'll quickly draw the transcendental diagram so that you may. You, this is exclusively for Tanya and Soham. Okay. Because I know I didn't emphasize much for them. Tanya and Soham, let me know if something is not understand. Something is not very clear. You can draw again. Okay. So, Tanya and Soham, let me know if something is not clear. Okay? Yeah. So, here is the karmi, right? Someone who is not doing anything, who is not even doing basic Nishkama Karma Yoga, nothing. He's doing, he's just doing sense gratification, right? He's just doing some basic, uh, like he cooks for himself and he eats it, and he works and he'll get the fruits and he'll eat it, and maybe he offers to the demigods only that much. And then we have two divisions above. One is Nishkama Karma Yogi. So this you both know, isn't it, Tanya? What is Nishkama Karma Yogi?
Work done as a sacrifice to God.
Like what? Yes, that is Karma Yogi. Nishkama Karma Yogi means work done as sacrifice to Vishnu by with what? With detachment. Okay?
Okay.
With detachment means he don't want it. That's why he's giving it. Okay? With detachment. That is Nishkama Karma Yogi. You told the definition of Karma Yogi. Karma Yogi, Nishkama. Nishkama means no desire. That is Nishkama Karma Yogi. Right? So this person, I'm very worst at drawing. Please bear with me. Okay? Okay. So this Nishkama Karma Yogi, what is the what is the result of Nishkama Karma Yoga, Tanya?
That make like the planets, spiritual planets.
Yes. I remember you told me earlier this. The heart purification, you remember?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, yes. So the result of Nishkama Karma Yoga is heart purification, right? So this heart purification is the entry gate. So a person whose heart is purified, so that is the entry gate to enter into Gnana. This is Gnana Marga, right? For a person whose heart is purified, then he can enter into Gnana Marga. Heart purification means what? That's what I was asking today. Means to realize that I am soul. Now I'm just telling, isn't it? I'm just telling, but I didn't realize it. But that person who did Nishkama Karma Yoga, he realized it, that he's soul. Okay? So, what is the result of Gnana Yoga? You remember what happens to such a person who did Gnana Yoga, who entered Gnana? Tanya and Soham, you want to try? Did you did you remember anything?
No,
Sorry?
no, not really.
You said something before, no? Did you try something?
Planets, spiritual planets.
Yes.
That's what I
I mean, what are the three stages of God realization?
Brahma, Paramatma, Bhagwan.
Bhagavan, right? So the Gnana Marga person, he gets Brahman. He'll emerge into Brahman. Okay? So we finished the left wing. So in the left wing, we saw the entry gate for Gnana Marga is heart purification. Means to realize that I am soul. And this person, this he after he realizes that he's soul, then he does all the Gnana Marga, the Gnana sadhanas, and then what happens? He'll merge into Brahman, right? And now we'll come to the right way. Okay? So now in the right way, this person, this Nishkama Karma Yogi, how he's sacrificing, I mean, how he's doing the work as a sacrifice, with what mood, Tanya? This Nishkama Karma Yogi, how he's offering his fruits to the Lord with the mood of,
Passion.
with the mood of,
Passion.
uh,
Like happiness or
yes, how Nishkama means what? Nishkama means what? I don't know if I'm telling properly or not. Yes,
I don't,
Tanya.
I don't know.
With detachment, isn't it? He don't want it. That's why he's offering it. Right? Did you catch that? The Nishkama Karma Yogi? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So the Nishkam Karma Yogi, he's offering to the Lord with detachment. But here in the Daiva Varnashrama, this person will offer it with love, right? He'll offer with love. Here, this Nishkama Karma Yogi is offering with detachment. Okay? He's offering, this Nishkama Karma Yogi is offering with detachment. But this in the Daiva Varnashrama, this person is offering with love. Okay? So now he's offering with love. And what is an entry gate to enter into Bhakti? This is Bhakti Marga. So what is an entry gate for this person to enter into Bhakti Marga? So the entry gate is strong faith, not general faith, strong faith, Dhrida Shraddha. This faith should be very strong, very, very strong faith. Okay, so what is an entry gate to enter into Bhakti, Tanya? What is this gate here?
What gate?
What is what is an entry gate to enter into bhakti? What is it? You're saying it?
Faith.
Yes, yes. We should have faith on the Lord. That's the entry gate to do bhakti. Now we are all having faith. That's why we are hearing Bhagavad Gita. If you're not having faith, then we won't hear Bhagavad Gita, isn't it? So this person who has anyone who wants to enter into bhakti should have strong faith. Very strong faith. Okay? So then what we will realize? Then we will realize either Paramatma or Bhagavan. So here we have two things. So actually we were discussing more Ashtanga Yoga also. Which Anga it will come under? What are the 9 processes of devotional service, Tanya? I know you know this.
Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnam Saranam Parsevanam Archanam Vandanam Dasyam Sakyam Atmini Vedanam.
Very bold. So all these are 9 processes of bhakti. Then what the Ashtanga Yoga? What is the one limb that Ashtanga Yogi will do? You remember? You told me last time.
Shravanam.
Shravanam is
Smaranam.
here. Yes, Smaranam. So that's also bhakti, isn't it? So both Paramatma realization and Bhagavan realization both comes under Bhakti Marga. Okay? So this is the gist. Is it clear for all anyone any other has any doubt?
No, Mataji.
No, Mataji.
Okay. Okay. Soham, is it okay for you too? Can you answer me next time? Hare Krishna. You have any doubts, Soham or Tanya? Is it okay for you both?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. You can take a snapshot or you can write it so that it's very easy. If you know this, actually the whole Bhagavad Gita, whole Bhagavatam, everything comes into this one picture. That's why this is called as a transcendental diagram. If you just know this, then you can fit anything and everything into this. So it's actually amazing. Very, very amazing. Okay. So we'll quickly go back. So, so this is what we saw, the transcendental diagram. So Brahman is on the top thing, right? And then Paramatma and Bhagavan, we can realize both of them through bhakti. So the spirit soul, this Jivatma, he has 3 devotional processes, right? One is Gnana Yoga, which is the right wing, and next 2 are the Ashtanga Yoga or Bhakti Yoga. Ashtanga Yoga is also part of Bhakti Yoga, as I was mentioning, because Smaranam is happening, right? The Smaranam is happening for the person who is doing Ashtanga Yoga, right? So, but still, Paramatma and Brahman are the partial realization, and Bhagavan is a complete realization. Okay, so how can we get taste in hearing about Krishna? This is a question, isn't it? How can one get taste in hearing Krishna? So we'll have this answer in Srimad Bhagavatam in the first canto, second chapter. It says, Shushusho Shraddha Dhanasya Vasudeva Katharuchihi Syanmahat Vipra Punyatirthani Shevanat. One who does service to the pure devotees. Service means just seeing devotee also is a service. It's actually amazing. Just by seeing a devotee, it becomes a service. So by doing service to such devotees, we get Shraddha. We get this little faith. When we see some devotee, oh, such a nice devotee, oh, she's such a nice devotee, he's such a nice devotee. Just thinking like that also will start that it gives us Shraddha, some little faith. It starts with that small appreciation for any devotee. With that, the Shraddha starts. With that, the faith develops. Okay, and then what happens? Shrinvata Swaka, and then that person starts hearing about Krishna. right? Now, that little Shraddha, it all started by doing service to the devotees. It's not that we are going to do some big things. Just if some devotees there beside us, and we saw that devotee and we smiled at him, that becomes service, right? We do this all the time, isn't it? That's we do this all the time. So it's all service, and because of that, we are getting affinity. We are getting taste to hear about Krishna. It's actually very scientific. It's nothing speculation. It's pure science given by Srila Vyasadeva. Okay, and then what happens when we start hearing about Krishna? Right? That's told in the next shloka. Shinvatam swakatha Krishna punya shravana kirtana hridayam tastohya bhadrani vidunoti suhritsatam. What happens after getting some taste to hear about Krishna Katha, Vasudeva Katha Ruchi, when we got the taste, little taste to hear about Krishna, then what happens? Shunvatam Swakatha Krishna. We start hearing about Krishna. We start hearing Bhagavad Gita, we start hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, we start reciting shlokas. You're all already there in that stage. Okay. Shunvatam Swagata Krishna, Punya Shravana Kirtana. What happens by hearing Krishna's names, Krishna's forms, Krishna's stories? By all this, what happens? Hridayam Tostohya Bhadrani. See, whatever the impurities are there in the heart, right? They will be nullified. Hridayam Tostohya Bhadrani Vidunoti Suhrit Satam, and will stabilize, will develop transcendental knowledge. So that the whole thing is this. First, concentrating and focusing mind on Krishna means engaging in the 9 processes of devotional service, which begins with hearing. First is Shrinvatam, hearing, right? From Lord Krishna or his devotees. Then what happens? Hridayantastohya Bhadrani. This whatever impurities are there in the heart, right? The constant hearing of Lord Paramatma, it purifies the heart, and the devotee develops the transcendental knowledge. Shrinvatam Swakata Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtana Hridayantasto hi Abhadrani Vidunoti Suhrut Satam. By hearing that, he develops the pure devotional, transcendental knowledge, and then he'll become fixed in devotional service. When we become fixed in devotional service, then the mode of passion and ignorance will be washed away. Actually, it just washes away. Passion and ignorance, it just washes away. The impurities are all washed away. नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवतीरुत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी. And then this is the mode of passion and ignorance. So when we keep on hearing about Krishna, keep on hearing nashtaprayesha bhadreshu, one pointed attention, right? Keep on hearing about Krishna, then what happens? The heart gets purified. This passion and ignorance will be washed off, and then lust and greed will be gone. All these are impurities, isn't it? These are all stopping us to realize Krishna. So by doing, and the source is also Krishna, the means is also Krishna, the result is also Krishna. Okay, it becomes relevant in devotional service. Understand science of Krishna perfectly, knowing the complete absolute truth. So such a person who is constantly in devotional service, such a person can know Krishna completely. Okay. So Vihan will tell the Shuddha Bhakti definition again. Vihan, you want to try?
Okay, Mataji. Doing the Bhakti 24/7.
Which Bhakti?
Like chanting.
Yes. Direct devotional service. You should just add direct, okay?
Okay.
Yes. Right. So these are the 9 processes of devotional service. As Vihan was telling, direct devotional service means what? Okay. Tanya? Okay, Soham, you know that? You know the 9 processes of devotional service, Soham? Do you want to recite? Hare Krishna, Soham.
Yes, Mataji.
You want to recite the Shravanam Kirtanam verse that Tanya did earlier? You know that verse? Can you read it here? We have it here on the wheel.
Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Pada Sevanam Granam Vandanam Dasyam Sakhyam Atma Navedyam.
Yes, Haribol, thank you. So, Shravanam, just by hearing who went back to Krishna, does anyone remember? Who heard Srimad Bhagavatam? Priya Mataji, yes.
Parikshit, grandson of
Parikshit,
Arjun.
Arjun, Parikshit. What was the other one you told?
Parikshit is the grandson of Arjun, right?
Yes, you told the grandson of Arjun. Okay, yes. So Parikshit Maharaj, just by hearing, he went back home, back to Godhead. And then Kirtanam. Yes, Vihan, who do you want to give an example for Kirtanam?
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yes, yes. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself. And who spoke Srimad Bhagavatam? He Kirtanam, right? Glorifying Krishna is also Kirtanam. Who was the one who told Srimad Bhagavatam? Does anyone remember? Who is the uh, he's the son of Vyasadev. Udyat, you know it or no?
Shukdev Goswami.
Sukadeva Goswami. Yes. He just by Shravanam he went Kirtanam, sorry, just by reciting Srimad Bhagavatam, he went back home, back to Godhead. And then Smaranam is Prahalad Maharaj, Pada Sevanam is Lakshmi Devi. Okay. Archanam is deity worship. Akrura is Vandanam. And Dasyam. Akrura, when he comes to the Vrindavan, no, he'll fall on the ground and he will be really ecstatic. He becomes really ecstatic by just touching Vrindavan, Vrindavan ground, Vrindavan, the soil of Vrindavan. Everything about Vrindavan is auspicious, isn't it? And then Dasyam. Dasyam is Hanuman. And then Sakyam, Sudama, Arjuna. And Atma Nivedana, complete surrender, is Bali Maharaj. Chanting and glorifying, remembering, serving Lord's lotus feet, deity worship, praying, becoming servant, friendship, complete surrender. Okay. Udyat, you want to recite the shloka?
Jnanam te ham savijnanam idam vakshyami asheshata jnatva neha bhuyonvaj jnatvam avyashashtati. I shall now declare unto you in full this knowledge, both phenomenal and numerous, by knowing which there shall remain nothing further to be known.
Yes. So now Krishna is going to give almost everything to Arjuna. I mean, like it's like Krishna is going to give the overall picture of Krishna consciousness to Arjuna. So by knowing this, nothing much, there is nothing further remains to be known, right? So Manushyanam sahasreshu kashchid yatati siddhaye yatatam api siddhanam kaschin mam veti tatvatah. Priya Mataji, you want to read the translation, please?
Out of many thousands among men, one may endeavor for perfection, and of those who have achieved perfection, hardly one knows me in truth.
Yes. See, these people, hundreds and thousands of people are going, are participating in a marathon. And who will reach who will reach the end? Very few, isn't it? So Krishna is telling that out of thousands and thousands of men who endeavor for perfection, hardly one knows me in truth. So getting to Krishna will give many tests, actually. So we should not have any other deviation. We should be completely focused on Krishna. by by body, mind, and words. You remember, by body, mind, and words, we should try to do sakshat bhakti, direct devotion to Krishna. That should be the only goal. There should not be any other goal. If you have any other goal, then we cannot reach the destination. It's not that easy, right? It's not that easy, actually. Okay, so we'll stop after this slide. Okay, this is also very easy, not very difficult. So now Krishna is telling. Oh, sorry. So Krishna is telling there are different grades of men, right? The one who is interested in the animal propensities. What are the four things that the animals and humans have common? What are the four things that are common between animals and humans? Vihan, you want to try?
Eating, sleeping, mating, and defending.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Vihan. That is the four things common between animal, and that's one level of humans, right? And very few general people all will come into this category only: eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. That's the business. That's what they do whole day. Yeah. So the transcendental knowledge. So one very few persons will come to the point of knowing about soul, about the super soul, about the body, how the soul is embodied in the body, how and why, and about the absolute truth, about the Lord. Okay. So by this, when they start digging, right, why the soul, then we'll understand, oh, soul is a part and parcel of super soul. Or then who is the super soul? Paramatma. He's part and parcel of Krishna, Bhagavan. So the absolute truth. So what is the absolute truth? Absolute truth is Krishna. So they dig and dig and dig, and they'll come to the point of understanding Krishna. They'll know that, oh, Krishna is there. So now they start knowing about Krishna. So what's great about Krishna? Then Krishna, Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadirādira Govindaha Sarvakarana Karanam Chintamani Prakarasatma Sukalpa Vriksha Laksha Vriteshu Surabhira Viphalayantam Lakshmi Sahasrasata Sevyamalam Govindamadi Purusham Tam Aham Bhajami. So Brahma is singing in the Brahma Samhita that Krishna is Adi Purusham. Everything came from Krishna. Adi. There is nothing behind Krishna, right? There is no one before Krishna. Krishna is there from beginningless. We cannot trace that identity. That's called anadi. As Shastra gives this in one term for all these questions. The Shastra will answer with only one term. That is anadi. From anadi, Krishna is there. From anadi, the living entities are there. Okay. So Krishna is cause of all causes. Sarva Karana Karanam. Ishvaraha Paramaha Krishnaha. So Ishvaraha Paramaha Krishnaha. Who is the controller? Ishvara Parama. Who is the supreme? That is Krishna. Ishvaraha Paramaha Krishnaha Satchidananda Vigraha. He's Satchidananda. He's not having the material body like all of us. He's having a Satchidananda body. And then Ishvaraha Paramaha Krishnaha Satchidananda Vigraha Anadirādira Govindaha. Anadi Adi. Anadir. He's there from Anadi, and he's the Adi. He's the beginning. Adir Govindaha. Sarvakarana Karanam. He's the cause of all causes. Now, why I'm here? Because of something. Why is that something is there? Because of something. And ultimately, if you go back, it's because of Krishna. Right? So that's the cause of all causes. Okay, and can be known through and how can he be known? Through bhakti. So the process. Actually, this is called Sambandha, Abhideya, and Prayojana. Sambandha means what is my relationship with Krishna? First thing is, if we have to do any friendship with any person, first we have to know why I have to do friendship with that person, isn't it? First, what is my relationship? That's first question, usually, Sambandha. And then Abhideya. How can I do friendship with that person? What is the process? What is the way? And then Prayojana. What's the use of doing? And what will I get finally? So for us, the Krishna Sambandha and Bhakti Abhideya and Prema Prayojana. So that's the three things. You don't need to know the technicalities. I'm just telling. Okay. And this transcendental body, the first 6 chapters, it gives brief understanding about the difference between soul and matter, and the Gnana Yoga about Brahman, and the Dhyana Yoga about Paramatma. And from sixth chapter, till 6 chapters, we have these three things in detail. In the second chapter only, Krishna reveals that you are not this body or the soul. And then in the Gnana Yoga, in the fourth chapter, where we have in third chapter about the Nishkama Karma Yoga is there, and Nishkama Karma Yoga will progressively take us to Gnana Yoga. That's the fourth chapter, and then the wing will change. Now we finished the left wing, and then we came to the right wing, and we got to hear about Dhyana Yoga, Paramatma realization, and then after that, from seventh chapter to 12th chapter, everything it's about Bhagavan, the God realization, the Bhagavan feature realization. That is Krishna's realization. Okay, and the process is very clearly explained by Krishna himself. That is the process of devotional service. Upanishads, Puranas, and Narada Pancharatra simply disturbance to the society. Yeah, so these sorry. So these Vedic literatures, um, the Upanishads, Puranas, and Narada Pancharatra. I don't know if it's right here or I should check this. I'll check this and I'll get back. I'm not sure if that's why it's there. Then maybe there is some shloka regarding that. I should check once and then I'll get back. Okay. So, so these are the Vedic literatures about the Upanishads, Puranas, and the Narada Pancharatra. And the topmost literature is Srimad Bhagavatam, Amala Purana. Srimad Bhagavatam is called as Amala Purana. If we know Srimad Bhagavatam, we know everything. But knowing Srimad Bhagavatam, serving Srimad Bhagavatam, we really need so much Shraddha, so much faith to believe in that. I mean, it's not very difficult actually. We just need a proper teacher to teach it. Then it's actually Nigamakалпатароргалитам phalam Sukhamukadamrita Samyutam Pibata Bhagavatar Samalayam Muhuraho Rasika Bhuvi Bhavukaha. Actually, Srimad Bhagavatam is compiled as rasa, like juice, right? It's actually Srila Rupa Goswami gives this name rasa. Also, rasa is bhakti, according to Rupa Goswami, and he writes Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Okay, he's one of our acharyas in our parampara. We are all called as Rupanugas because we are coming under the lineage of Srila Rupa Goswami. Okay, so knowing Krishna is the source of material and spiritual energies, we'll see this tomorrow. Okay, I'll stop here. Mm. Mm. I thought that we could do a quick shlok or some story time. I was thinking to give the glory of bhakti. Okay, I'll quickly tell a story. So now there was a bird, poor bird. It's flying, and then a hunter sees the bird. Okay, so what the hunter thinks, he shoots the bird and the bird falls. The bird will fall, right? The bird will fall fall down because of the gunshot, or he shot with an arrow or gun. So the bird falls down. So this hunter will be if he wants to go to the he wants to go to see the bird, but by the time he comes there, there is a dog near the place, and the dog will catch the bird. So the dog is holding the bird, and the bird is not dead yet. It's unconscious. It's not in the soul is still there in the body. The soul didn't leave the body in the bird. So the dog catches it and the hunter comes running. Oh, this is my one, and it belongs to me because I catched it. I shot it. So then the This dog, it runs behind, it runs by seeing this hunter. Oh, maybe this hunter may harm me or catch that, but somehow, so it in fear it runs and runs and runs, and it goes near an old temple, and it's going there near the old temple, and this hunter chases the dog, and then to protect the dog is it will circumambulate the temple, right? Just circumambulate. It doesn't have any consciousness. It doesn't know that why it's circumambulating also. It's just in fear to 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 be away from the from the hunter, to escape from the hunter. It's circumambulated. And after circumambulation, once this bird, actually this bird is unconscious, isn't it? This bird is not doing anything. It sends in unconscious state, but it's there in the mouth of the dog. Now the dog is circumambulating, but the bird is not circumambulating. But because of circumambulating once around the Vishnu temple, it happened to be a Vishnu temple, and just by circumambulating around a Vishnu temple, the bird got liberated. Liberated means the bird got out of this bodily concept of life, this birth, death, old age, and disease, just by circumambulating around the Vishnu temple. So why is it? Now, did the bird know it? Did the bird was conscious of what it's doing? It is completely in the unconscious state, isn't it? Even the dog also doesn't know anything. It just circumambulated. But still, they both got the credit. Why? Why? Anyone wants to guess? Why? Yes, Udyat?
Maybe because the circle and emulated a temple.
Yes, absolutely. So, because just by circumambulating around the temple, there's both the bird and I mean here it's in the story it's told that the bird got liberated because it was already in the stage of dying. Because of circumambulating the temple, it got liberated. So if whatever activity that we are doing, if we are doing it consciously or unconsciously, still it gives the benefit because the activity itself is having bhaktitvam in it. The activity itself is having bhakti. If it's not the level of the consciousness of the person. If there is a fire, if I know that fire will burn me, or if I don't know that fire will burn me, if I touch the fire, it burns, isn't it? Do you all agree? Yes or no? If Priya Mataji, what do you say?
Yes.
Yes. Udyat and Bihan? Yes, isn't it?
Yes.
For what?
If you touch the fire by knowing, or if you don't know that it catches, it burns you. Will it burns you or not if you touch it?
Yeah.
Yes. So it's same way with bhakti. If you know the glory of bhakti or if you don't know the glory of bhakti also, it doesn't matter. Just keep on doing bhakti. It just adds the credit. It just gives the spiritual credit, and that credit is eternal. It's there in the account, spiritual account. We opened already the account by hearing Bhagavad Gita, by chanting. Our account is already open. But we have to build the credit. And the credit, when it reaches 100, then no longer the human body, any body for that matter. We will get a spiritual body like Krishna. Krishna is so merciful that which master will give his own abode, his own people? Which master will give his own body? But Krishna is such a master that he gives everything, whatever he has, to his devotee, who is very insignificant actually. What is our position? Very, very insignificant. We're just that small chitkana, just small speck. But Krishna is so merciful that he's giving everything. What are we doing actually? We're just following what Krishna is telling. Actually, Krishna is only telling the process also. It's not that we invented something. Everything is already there. We're just practicing it. Just by doing that, that gives the credit. Okay? Very nice story, isn't it? I really like the story very much because because our consciousness may not be to that level, right? We may not be that elevated devotees, But just by doing little by little, it gives us so much credit. And that's all we can do. Okay, so we'll stop here. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyaiva cha patitanam bhavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Antakul Vaishnav ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Okay, Hare Krishna everyone. Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Rama.
Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Bol. Thank you.